Hey everyone, it's Marianne at Akashic Inspirations, and I'm actually playing Jenny's new singing bowl, which is like totally amazing and gorgeous. Look at that color. Just beautiful. So, hope she doesn't mind. Also, um, this week, so many things happening this week, you guys. This is going to be the reading for September, starting today, I guess, the 15th, and going on through the 21st. Now, we've got a full moon coming up on Thursday, the 19th, and then the following weekend, we're going to have the autumn or spring equinox if you're down south, and autumn equinox up here in the northern hemisphere, as well as the celebration of Mabon, which is the Thanksgiving Celtic festival. So I'll probably be doing some videos later on during the week. And I just want to let everybody know that on my website, I do have readings that kind of run the gambit of pricing and questions and the karmic paths. So definitely take a look at my website, akashicinspirations.com. I mean, I have something from as simple as a 3-card reading for 11/11 to other tarot card spreads for 22/22, 33/33, and on up into the actual Akashic readings for 30 minutes and half an hour, as well as monthly mentoring programs. So there's something a little bit there for everyone, and especially there's a lot of energies. I'm sorry if I sound kind of funny, but now I've caught a cold, which is like kind of getting me a little stuffy. But the message that I'm getting is that we're getting so many between DNA activation codes and ascension codes, and it's just, the body's just trying to keep up with everything that's been coming in and all these changes. So I wanted to go back to the indicator card that I had pulled during the monthly reading for September, and the card that I had gotten for this week was from the Colette Baron Reads, let me show you, of the Enchanted Map. And the card that I had pulled is the Strength card, the number 44 card. And so, of course, 44 is the number of balance, especially with us coming into this there's just so many energies, astrologically speaking. There's of course, we're still within the grand squares. We have the Merkaba still going on. So, watch David Palmer, watch Kelly Rosano, Diana Garland, all those people. They're Tom Lesher. They're the experts on the astrological influences. But still, there's a lot of focus this week is going to be on strengthening who we are, finding our balance, and also bringing the strength to speak up for ourselves through our relationships and through our communications with others. So as we're looking at this card, just to recap it, you can check back on my video for the month of September for a fuller meaning. Here she is, part of this, coming out of this rock-like, and she's holding on to the world, basically, with the tree of life here, and she's in complete balance. You don't see her teetering, you don't see her wavering. She's really found her strength. And so what I did was, actually somebody had asked me a while back to read the Isis Oracle cards, to use them again. So I pulled them out for us to kind of delve into a deeper meaning. But I have here today somebody new. Of course, this is Jenny's, but this is a beautiful rose quartz crystal skull that we've added to our little buddies. And I did post some pictures on Facebook and Google Plus so you could see like the whole game, because I did have a friend come over yesterday and she brought her little mini skulls, so they were all joining in. And a lot of these skulls have had time with major skulls. I know my Tiger Iron skull has had time with Max. A couple of the ones that Jenny bought have had time with Synergy. And then my friend's skulls that she brought over have had time with Amar, which is the Tibetan skull of love and peace. So, once your skulls interact with other skulls, they bring that knowledge and they incorporate it. So, so sorry, excuse me. So we're going to go to the first card. And when I asked the question about, for them giving us guidance as to where our strength is needed, what is it that we need to balance and to work on? And the first card that comes out is called the Scales of Balance, an ancient tantra of the soul. And basically what this is talking about is us balancing our feminine and masculine energies within us, and using that combination of the masculine and feminine energies to work through our relationships. It's going to be pointing out to us this week where we're out of balance, basically, in our relationships, with our family members, with our partners, with our life partners, our business partners. And when it talks about the tantra of the soul, it's not only necessary the sexual or passionate energies, but it's also referring to your journey of your soul, and to bring that masculine and feminine polarities into wholeness, into love and unity and empowerment. So I'll read a little bit something from, this is the Isis Oracle by Alana Fairchild, which I really, really love the messages here. And it says, you are a tantrika, an initiate on the path of the divine healing of the masculine and feminine, the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in human world of forms here on earth. You are supported for further exploring this path now under the auspices and blessings of beloved Isis. So as we explore these dynamics of the masculine and feminine within us, it leads us to an understanding, and leads us to learn how to be on the enlightened path through every element of your being. And that it's basically soul building work. And that we're being guided to heal and learn through the balance of these two energies. So as we go on to the next card that I pulled, also from the Isis Oracle, and this card is Talismans of Potency, and it's charging sacred objects of power. So this is really appropriate now that we're coming into the full moon. It talks about how you can work with your crystals, how you can work with objects that have meaning and import to you. And so that's why I kind of pulled out our beautiful crystal skull, because what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to put them out in a crystal grid out into the full moon. And also another way of charging your crystals and cleansing them and clearing them is through the use of the singing bowls and through sound. So I want to go ahead and read to you a little bit about what it says about the talismans. And it says here, sorry guys, it says the sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you to heal the split between spirit and matter, and learning to bring physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as a part of your spiritual practice. Your love of the physical world or matter is a gift to the earth too. So as we work with these elements of the material world of the earth, of our dimension, which are it could be also sacred jewelry that you want to work with, like your pendulums. It could be your stones and your crystals. It could be your crystal skulls. It could be your wands. Here we have my wand back here. It could be runes that you have made for yourself as well, from sacred symbols that you have received, like the ones that I received from my Lemurian connections. And so as you work with these and you and you connect with the earth elements, then it's going to help you, empower you, and help you grow. And if you've been thinking of cleansing something or want to be able to do it, this is the perfect time now, coming into the full moon, to be able to do this. So the last card that I pulled for the week is, I wanted to pull in the balance, so I actually pulled in the KUAN YIN Oracle cards. And a beautiful message has come through, and it's called the Orchid Priestess of Destiny, and it's the number 21 card. So again, a lot of symbolism in the numbers, a lot of symbolism in the pictures. Here you have KUAN Yin, and she's playing a flute, and then she has all of these orchids and flowers around her feet. And it says that the Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now, beloved. She calls you to your purpose, path, and soul passion. You are called to rise again and again, to live into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty, and that she will call you always with her sweet flute playing deep in your hearts. Blossoms of orchids and chrysanthemum falling from her feet, stirring your heart to quest for your truest soul passion. And it's funny because I know a lot of people have always felt as light workers that they were different, and or that you somehow didn't fit in. And what they're saying to you in this card is that was meant to be, that you are meant to be different, and you are meant to be a pioneer. You cannot be a pioneer and be part of the crowd. It just, it doesn't happen that way. So if you're going to be a forerunner, you're going to be a leader, you're going to be a light worker, then you have to follow your inner instincts. You have to follow your inner soul and to take that path that is the different path, that is out of your comfort zone, that is out of the comfort zone of maybe those around you and cultural influences in society. And because that is what is going to push us forward into this ascension process and into this change that we are so desirous of. But you've got to take the step. You've got to be out there. And you have to live in your truth and be authentic and be who you're supposed to be and do that on purpose, to be it with purpose. And it says once the self is able to correct and align with your consciousness so that it matches the space of love and peace within you that exists in your heart, and then it will be easier to do the same and to help others and to show others through inspiration of being who you truly are, that's how we lead this process into these changes and into our destiny. And that it says here, it is our own destiny that calls us forward to do this. So not to fear, and it is just us waiting to meet, it is our higher selves waiting to meet us, and that we are all in spiritual beauty and strength. So we come back again to having the strength to be that difference, to be that way shower and light bearer for our community and for the earth. So pretty kind of heavy duty destiny things that we're going into, but that's the process, that's the phase that we're in right now with these changes. And so what I'll do is later on this week I will post a full moon reading, but I did want us to come into and explore the energies of the Isis along with the balance of the KUAN Yin cards. So I send you many, many blessings this week. I encourage you to live in your strength and be who you are and be your true authentic self, and not to be afraid to live that and be that on purpose. So many blessings. Namaste.